A game like The Tower seems more ominous than I think it really is. Does this ever come out in America? Who knows? Who knows? Who could know what games ever came out in what region? Who would keep track of that? It's your man in Japan, Jay Contra, and I'm here in Ogori, near Yamaguchi City. Here's a bit of the layout of the local Hard Off. Now the showcase here isn't anything special. The games here are okay. They've got games, like we've got Banjo-Kazooie going for $10. We've got Pokemon Stadium 2. Now this is Pokemon Stadium 1 in America, going for $3. Complete in box. Interesting. Got a Mahjong game, $5. Another Mahjong game, $5. And a third Mahjong game going for $5 for some reason. Oh wait, this one's $5. Excuse me. And then here's a little treat. We've got Ogre Battle 64 complete in box for $3. Holy crap! I actually think this is it's about what I paid for it back in the day. Still no price increase on Ogre Battle 64 in Japan. And while the prices here are a bit insane on some stuff, not on those. Those are pretty fairly well priced. They've got a fire sale on these GameCube memory cards. I might actually pick up a few of these because these are $3 whole for GameCube memory cards. I can hardly find these around where I live, and they've just got a whole row of these, probably going, they probably got 10 of them. That's crazy. Then we come over to the N64. We've got Mario Party 1 going for $2. Got Snowboard Kids going for $10. Let's just go through. Let's just go through the games because there's nothing really special that I thought was worth pointing out. So we're just gonna kind of go through the games. So we've got Pokemon Stadium 2, Pokemon Stadium 1. We've got Diddy Kong Racing going for $2. More Diddy Kong Racing, and then Yoshi's Story going for $2. Oh yeah, this Bomberman. We've got Bomberman 64, which is Bomberman Land on the PlayStation, I think. Is going for $20, and its distinction is that it was the last game released for the Japanese N64. They've got Custom Robo. Now this reminds me, this is one of the... I can't believe we never got this in America. This is an incredibly good game, a great action game where you have a robot that you can customize, hence Custom Robo. And it's a really cool kind of arena fighting game. That's fantastic. And that reminds me that over here they have 2 complete in-box copies of the sequel, which is more or less the same game, but with more options, more ways to customize your fighter, and $10 for this game is absolutely insane. That's a really good deal. Anything else? Oh, here's Yoshi's Story, or I'm sorry, Yoshi's Island, or Yoshi Island, because of the weird romanization on some of these. Going for $13. Puzzle Bobble going for $13. Super Air Diver 2 for $5. And then just kind of some random horse racing game. Populous 2. Oh, there's Momotaro Dentetsu, excuse me, going for $10. Take a splash. Curious. What else have we got there? The GameCube. I'm disappointed in the GameCube selection. We got Mario World. What else do we have? Paper Mario going for $15. It's got some damage though. What else are we looking at here? Oh, Star Wars Connect. Can't escape it. $18? $18. Wow, that's quite a lot. Anything else? For Speed, you see so many American games. You don't see a ton of like Japan games for the Xbox 360. Here we go, Bloodstone, $15. What else have we got? Tekken 6 going for $5. The Xbox 360, it's not quite hit that old where you'll find games for just $3 plus. Some of these games have retained a little bit. Look, is this Calatrius? Wow, $30 for Calatrius. That's not bad. It's actually supposed to be a good Xbox 360 shooter that I think also came out for the PlayStation 3. I think it's getting a re-release. Am I crazy? might be getting a re-release. Connect Fighters Uncaged. Let's see, what else can we find? Let's see, what do they want us to buy? Here's Mario Party for $8. We've got Wave Race for $3. Derby Stallion 64, one of the few horse racing games for the N64. And it's not actually even a horse racing game. It's just you manage the horses. You don't actually race the horses. You just manage them. You watch the horses race. You don't race the horse yourself. And that, frankly, is kind of disappointing. Some very curious PlayStation games. Got Samurai Spirits. A couple of few Neo Geo CD games. You don't see these all the time, but it is a special time when you do. What's Rigalord Saga? What? What even is that? It's a buck. Might pick this up just for fun. I've never seen this before. Oh, and then here's Fighting Vipers. $3. Could be yours. Then what is this? Oh, is this a computer game? Yeah, it's a computer game. It's on a DVD-ROM. Huh. Interesting. It's like a PC RPG for like how much is it? $15. You can play it on Windows XP even. Oh, that might be a cool idea. Then they've got some Devil May Cry 2. Let's see. Anything interesting? Summon Night 4. It's going for $3. Then we've got Xenosaga Episode 2 for $3. And then we've got Busen, the Wizardry Alternative, put out by Atlas for $3. The art looks interesting, and it looks like maybe it's your run-of-the-mill RPG. I might pick this up. It's $3. What could possibly go wrong? There's just not a ton to remark upon. We've got $13 N64 controllers, which, and a bunch of colors, lots of variety. And we've got, wow, some very interesting Torii GameCube controllers that were meant for the Wii, I guess. Oh, see, like this one, yeah, this one plugs into the Wii remote. Nothing incredible. Let's go to the junk. Because they do have some, actually, I guess what I should point out is they've got some incredible Super Famicoms. Like, look at this bad boy. This is in super good condition. I love the outside of this, and it's going for $10. But then again, it's just the console itself. And I would just love to be able to pry these open to see if they had, a one chip inside of them. But see that they got the band around them, so no opening them up, unfortunately. Here we got another really good condition Super Famicom. It's got a little bit of yellowing on the back. You might not be able to tell it from the phone that I'm recording on, but it's pretty good. I would buy it if I didn't already have one. So again, we've got stacks of N64s that I would recommend checking for memory packs if I hadn't already done that, and they do not have any memory expansions, unfortunately. And for some reason, we've got a copy of Civ 5, the Japanese version. This is the Windows version, BGW, so it's not playing on your Mac machine. Although I bet you should be able to, like, put in the key code and get this from Steam. Interesting. I wonder if that'd be worth it. Although I don't know if Steam has the Japanese version on it. And then we've got, a Dragon Quest. Okay, so so apparently you could get a sword for Dragon Quest. I don't even know what. It's for some Dragon Quest sword that you can. This is the AC adapter for it. And I guess it came with a battery. Okay. All right. Put that up there, and then look, so many freaking GameCubes. They've not even been checked. Like, see here? See, that means it has not been checked. Let's see. Let's test the opening button on this bad boy. Looks pretty solid. I can't remember if I have an orange GameCube or not. I really gotta start writing that stuff down. But orange GameCubes, very sought after, only came out in Japan. The controller came out everywhere, but I believe the orange GameCube itself only came out in Japan. What I really want to do is I want to switch the tops on the black and the red one, or the black and the orange one, and make a little, like, Halloween pumpkin, a pumpkin GameCube. Let's look in the junk. We got about 10 minutes, so let's do some junk diving. Anything interesting? No. Soccer game. Pokemon Stadium. It's another Pokemon Stadium graveyard. Anything cool? No, Pokemon Stadium. Class. Oh, just saw that like half an hour ago with the last Hard Off I was at. Anything cool? Here we got a bunch of. There were all these soccer games that came out in the mid-90s for the N64, and I wonder if that had anything to do with this kind of bump in Japan's love of soccer. I think that's when the J League first got established, was in the mid-90s, so it went on a licensing spree. Konami made some pretty good soccer games that came out both in Japan and everywhere else. Although, of course, featuring Japanese players, using the same engine, I want to say. So, how much is Mario Twins Golf? Mario Twins Golf is $1. Wow. It's a pretty good game, though. That's something I would actually try and play all the way through, if I bought it. See, okay. No, you know, the N64 junk can be pretty good if you can find, like, the Mario parties. It's actually got some real good staples when you compare them to the American versions. But honestly, I want to make a video about just how tired I am of the N64. Maybe it's because I've been trying to complete my collection for the last 6 years, and I'm just missing one game. Let's see, another baseball one. SNK baseball game. Baseball Star. When's the next? Oh, there we go. There's golf. Classic. Classic golf. Didn't Satoru Iwata program golf? Am I imagining that? Okay. Oh, F1 Race. You don't see this. I thought I was lucky when I found this. But for $1 whole, this is actually a pretty fun game. It's actually when that came out in 1984. It's a pretty good game. Let's see, and then if you really want to make people jealous, you find the Super Game Boys, which in Japan I want to say are $1 whole, and they even have a second one. You want to know a second one in real good condition, going for $1. Anything else? Here's just a general box of loose Game Boy portable games. We even got Crystal Chronicles box that doesn't have the outer cover, so this is actually something I would like to buy, not for $7, and not for just the case. Anything else? Oh yeah. Oh, I guess I kind of skipped over the Ice Blue. Is that what they call this? N64. It's okay. It's got a couple scuffs on it. $5 for this. This is a console that could easily go for, I'd say, $50 if you found it complete. Well, I guess, you know, it had its controller and the AC adapter and everything. Let's see, Rogue Galaxy, pass. Go. Ratchet & Clank 3, pass. Shining Tears, pass. Looks like anime. We got Dear Boys, pass. Hard pass on that. Evangelion Pachinko, pass. Oh, here's soccer. All right. Oh, more soccer. Yeah, tons of PS2 stuff. I think that's enough of a deep dive for that. What's in the PlayStation? See, I can't see the labels, so I can't pull out what's good. Just gotta kind of do it. Oh, Parappa the Rapper. How much is that going for? $1? Parappa the Rapper. It's a very short game, but it's real good. If you haven't played it, you should. Here's Legaia Densetsu. Going for $1. Anything? Usually I can pull a Dragon Quest VII out of here for like $1. Oh, I don't see it. They do have Veronica. Code Veronica? Oh, it doesn't have the manual though. It's going for $1 though. Not bad. It'd be great if it had the manual. Then here's Sai. Oh, the die is cast. Alia Yakta Est. $3. Nothing. No, see, that's, you know, sometimes with hard offs, you just find average. And that's kind of what this is. You know, if this was the first shop you'd ever been to in Japan, you'd think, oh, this is pretty good. It's got some great stuff. Here we've got an N64 controller. It's a dirty. It does feel kind of loose though with the stick. $5. You've got Rumble packs going for $1. This would be a great place to start a collection. But if you've been collecting for a while, it's not, you know, nothing's super eye-catching. Nothing's here is saying you need to buy me immediately, because someone might end up picking me up elsewhere. $5 for this. That's not bad. I actually don't see a whole lot wrong with this controller. Let's see. Wow, so many bricks. All these power bricks. I might one of these days assemble an orange N64. Or orange. I wish I could have an orange N64. I wish that existed. But an orange GameCube does sound quite nice. And then, well, I've noticed that Nintendo AV cables have become a really hot item. Now what I found is you just find all of these freaking PlayStation, all of these Sony cables, and they're just gonna rot in here forever. I mean, the PlayStation is on the rise, but it doesn't seem like anybody wants these PlayStation cables for one reason or another. I don't know if they were just so mass-produced, but then the PlayStation was so popular, so huge in this country that there's just so many of these cables laying around that I know maybe I would have said something like that about the Famicom and the Super Famicom AV cables, you know, a few years ago. But it just seems like, wow, nobody wants these, and especially, and what really kills me is these freaking, the Wii cables and how they don't work with the old systems. I think if these worked with the old systems, they would be much sought after rather than being one whole freaking dollar. Let's go to the consoles. Oh yes, this is my favorite bin. First of all, you have this beautiful bin over here full of castles, I think. I don't know. I don't know what these are. They're $5. Maybe they're they're fishing hook. Fishing hook. Okay, so this is what happens when you go to Hard Off. You can see a lot of fishing poles over there, and then you come over to this bin, and it is just Wii stands. Original Wii stands. That's fantastic. It's great. And then you come over here, and it is the Wii Fit graveyard. My lord, that's a lot of Wii Fits and complete in box. You know, I want. Ultimately, for my collection, I want everything. But the Wii Fit Plus is going to be really, even just the regular Wii Fit. So I have to get the Wii Fit and the Wii Fit Plus, and that's something that I really do not want to have to pack in my bags. Gotta be honest. And wow, look at the PlayStation graveyard in this beautiful blue. This beautiful blue. It's $25. And it played DVDs and games just fine. That might be. That's tempting. That's very tempting. And then we got some okay junk consoles. These PlayStations, they've been checked, so they're more expensive. That's why they're $25. You could probably find some unchecked ones for $5. Although this one's $5, but it didn't read discs, which is unfortunate. And then we come to this $70 Sega Saturn, which I can't really explain because you shouldn't be paying $70 for a Sega Saturn. I mean, I know it comes with the second controller with a nice Hori pad. It's not even an original Sega Saturn controller. You could find this in the box complete for $40. You shouldn't be paying $70 for a loose Sega Saturn, even with the extra controller. Just like you shouldn't be paying $65 for a Dreamcast. I can't even. Yeah, I can't even tell. It's really, I can't pull it out because it's just kind of jammed in there. But we've got some Xboxes. See, this is $70 for the Xbox. It has a hard drive. This one does not, and apparently the power lamp didn't come on when they tested it, and it's $60, which seems a bit high for something in the junk. And then if you want the official Wii Fit mat, because you want to match it up with your Wii Fit board. Oh, I didn't notice these over here. We've got some, wow, $30. Hold on, so, okay, so we've got some PSXs. These were PS2s / DVRs back in the day. They were one of the first DVRs. It doesn't read discs, though, unfortunately. And neither does this one, so what is even the point? That's too bad. And then, of course, we've got the junk Wiis, which all seem to work, and they're just sold as sets. But I'd much rather have one in the box. But you can find Wiis everywhere right now, but who knows what it will be like in 10 years. And then I guess we can end on some pachinko machines, because that's pretty much it from this store. Nothing super impressive. There's definitely some cooler hard-offs nearby. But for now, I think we're just going to end it on some pachinko machines. These are patcha slot machines, because you can kind of go on like quests. You see that there's a TV. My finger's pointing in the right place. you kind of have a little story go on, determined by how well you do with the slot machines. And it can be yours for $60. Trying to see if you get that in your check bags. I've been your man in Japan, Jay Contra, coming to you from Hard Off in a place, the name of which I forgot, but I'm in Yamaguchi Prefecture. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and mahalo.